Okay, first question देखिए बेटा. A particle is projected with a velocity. This is from your kinematics. Next one is an aluminum is bombarded with a fast moving neutron. It changes into a sodium with the emission of a particle X according to the equation. Aluminum when it is bombarded with a neutron, यानी ये न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स का क्वेश्चन है, ये अपन कर सकते हैं बेसिकली. जल्दी से कोई करके बताएगा इसको, देख लीजिए जल्दी. एनीवन? न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स का क्वेश्चन है बेटा. छोटा कर लेता हूँ, एक मिनट. हाँ चलिए. Can anyone do this question better? When aluminum is bombarded with a fast moving neutron, it changes into your sodium with the emission of a particle X according to the equation. So the particle X क्या हो सकता है? सभी लोग देना आंसर. Very good. It will be an alpha particle. देखो conserve the mass numbers and atomic numbers बेटा. Isn't it? It will be more than enough. यानी अगर मैं atomic numbers का conserve कर रहा हूँ तो देखिए यहाँ पर 13 plus A0 will be equal to 11 plus of your Z हो जाएगा. तो Z वैल्यू कितना हो गया 2, यानी कौन सा एलिमेंट हो जाएगा? हीलियम. isn't it? So हीलियम पार्टिकल मतलब क्या? अल्फा पार्टिकल. isn't it? मास नंबर भी कंजर्व करके देख सकते हो आप. 27 plus 1 must be equal to 24 plus some मास नंबर इसका मान के चलो ये है. ये कितना आ जाएगा बेटा? 24 plus 1 that will be equal to 28, that is equals to 24 plus ये, तो ये वैल्यू will be equal to 4. तो 2He4 हो गया ना बेटा, हीलियम पार्टिकल 2He4. ठीक है ना? 4 मार्क्स यहाँ पर आ गए इसमें. The next one is right now this is from your SHM. SHM का क्वेश्चन है, ये भी अपन कर सकते हैं. A block of mass capital M is attached to a spring of a spring constant of your K. इसका spring constant दे रखा है K as shown in the figure, and a vertical wall is being placed in front of it as shown in the figure. Spring is in its natural position. Okay, from this position spring is compressed by your X part. Okay, यहाँ से इसको हम लोग ने compress किया by X to its left at t is equals to 0. Initially wall से कितनी दूरी पे है बेटा? X by 2 से. अब इसको compress करें कितना हम लोग? X at t is equal to 0. Now the block is left and find out the time after which the block will hit the wall part of relation. Time period of that block condition क्या होता है बेटा? याद है, when block is been connected, time period t is equals to 2 pi under root of your m divided by your k. यहाँ पर m है into your k part of relation. तो टाइम टेकन टू मूव फ्रॉम वेयर बेटा? ये नेगेटिव एक्स एक्सिस पे जा रहा, तो यहाँ पर कहीं पर जाएगा, तो यहाँ से यहाँ तक ये डिस्टेंस हो गया माइनस ऑफ योर एक्स. isn't it? So अपन अब जा कहाँ रहे हैं से बेटा? It will be going from here minus x to your how much for me plus x by 2 तक जाएगा. isn't it? यानी टाइम will be equal to how much for me बेटा? isn't it? minus x के लिए टाइम will be equal to how much? for an SHM y is equals to your a into your sin of your omega into t अगर लेंगे, y की वैल्यू हो गई माइनस ऑफ एक्स, ऐसा डाल के आप लोग कर लीजिए तो गेट द टाइम राइट नाउ फॉर दैट वन. यानी माइनस एक्स से लेके टाइम जाने के लिए टाइम कितना लगेगा? t/4 मैंने ऑलरेडी करा चुका हूँ. ये हाफ ऑफ द एम्पलीट्यूड के लिए टाइम विल बी इक्वल टू t/12. तो टोटल टाइम कितना लगेगा बेटा? t is equals to t/4 plus t/12 that will be equal to t/3. यानी टाइम पीरियड विल बी इक्वल टू हाउ मच फॉर मी? t is equals to your 2 pi under root of your m by your k effective. isn't it? t की वैल्यू आ गई ना, तो यहाँ पर ही सब्स्टिट्यूट कर लेता हूँ मैं इसको. t is equals to t की वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2 pi by 3 under root of your m divided by your k. 2 pi by 3 under root of your m divided by k. That will be the answer for this. Clear है? Very good. Then question number acceleration, ये भी kinematics का है, बाद में कर लेंगे. Then ये levator rebounding, the heat produced on an impact will be equal to how much? Question number 5 कोई कर सकता है क्या? देखिए भैया, this is also a work power energy का question है. Then 6th one is also from your work power energy question, and the 7th one is also from work power energy, and 8th one is from your friction and laws of motion बोल सकते हैं. Then 9th one is friction, 10th one is your rotational mechanics. Then question number 11 कर सकते हैं. देखो बेटा 11th one is right now from the gravitation. ये gravitation का question है, gravitation question कर लीजिए. A particle of mass m is situated at the center of the spherical shell. Okay, we are having a spherical shell. तो यहाँ पर मेरे पास एक spherical shell है इस तरह से, जिसका मास है मेरे पास, अपने पास है मास इसका m is situated at the center of a spherical shell. A particle of mass m is being situated at the center of the shell of same mass, यानी इसका भी मास m है और इसका रेडियस हो गया ये. The gravitational potential at a point which is at 3a by 4, यानी somewhere a distance of 3a by 2 from the distance from the center of the shell will be equal to how much? पोटेंशियल यू नो इट इज द सम ऑफ दी ऑल, इट इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी। तो अपन जब भी पोटेंशियल निकालते हैं तो साइन कन्वेंशन कंपलसरी लिखना जरूरी होता है। तो पोटेंशियल का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बेटा, V इज इक्वल्स टू 1/4 सॉरी ये ग्रेविटेशन में है ना, तो ग्रेविटेशन में अपन फॉर्मूला लिखते हैं इसको, V is equals to your G into your, this will be equal to your M divided by your R, isn't it? अब यहाँ पर मास कितने वजह से बेटा, दोनों के वजह से, तो V will be equal to your V1 plus of your V2, यानी V will become for me 2 times of your capital G capital M divided by R वैल्यू दे रखा है प्रॉब्लम में कितना 3A divided by 2, यानी ये बन गया मेरे पास 4 times of capital G capital M divided by 3 times of your A with minus sign, with your minus sign. So this will be minus of capital G capital M small m divided by 3. Fourth option will be the answer. Very good. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन नंबर 12 is again from your pure rolling and rotation mechanics का क्वेश्चन है, वो बाद में कर लेंगे। क्वेश्चन नंबर 13 is your from EMI. Question number 14. Now this is something really very good question. Let me see how many of you will give me the answer in the shortest time. The stress strain graph for the two materials X and Y are shown in the figure. The graphs are drawn at the same scale. Choose the incorrect statement बोल रहा, be careful. क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 का आंसर क्या हो जाएगा बेटा, P से लेके Q तक ये डिस्टेंस ज्यादा है, ये डिस्टेंस कम है। अपन को मालूम है Y is equals to your stress divided by strain, ठीक है ना। Material X is ductile, material X is ductile, it is your true. Material Y is brittle, Y is your, यानी दोनों के बीच में डिस्टेंस अगर कम है तो it will be a brittle, that is also true. Material X has a greater Young's modulus, greater. Material X किस पे डिपेंड करता है बेटा, Young's modulus will depend upon the stress, isn't it? Stress. Material X has what? Greater slope than the material of your Y. So obviously, fourth option will be the wrong. So the incorrect statement is 4 because material X has the smaller Young's modulus बोल रहा है, but material X has greater Young's modulus. This is also correct. So fourth option को अपन को टिक करके आना है। Correct नहीं पूछ रहा है, basically wrong option पूछ रहा है। Clear है? Slope more. Very good. Very good चला। Now fluid mechanics का देखिए बेटा, अब कल एग्जाम भी है आप लोग को, एक बार आप लोग को ऐसे वाले क्वेश्चंस करना जरूरी आना चाहिए यूट्यूब के। A density X, a liquid X of a density 4 gram per centimeter cube is poured in a U-tube which contains mercury. Another liquid Y is being poured in the right arm with a height of 10 centimeter. If the upper levels of X and Y are same, then density of the Y is, density of the mercury is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. तो यहाँ पर का जो वेट होता है ना, that should be completely balanced on this one and it is open to the atmosphere। देखो बेटा यहाँ पर, isn't it? अब इसका डेंसिटी कितना है, X का डेंसिटी कितना है 4 ग्राम पर cc has been poured in a U-tube which contains the mercury. Another liquid Y है बेटा मेरे पास यहाँ पर, is poured into the right arm at a height of 10 centimeter. If the upper level of the X and Y are same, यानी इन दोनों के upper levels are right now same, then density of the Y will be equal to how much? अगर दोनों के upper same है तो यहाँ पर प्रेशर हो जाएगा atmospheric pressure प्लस ये हो जाएगा, इसका डिस्टेंस यहाँ पर कितना है बेटा राइट नाउ 12 सेंटीमीटर, तो दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 12 इनटू योर, ये इसका डेंसिटी कितना है 4 ग्राम पर सीसी, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू योर 4g इनटू योर 12 हो गया, सो दिस विल बी अ t, सो h रो इनटू योर g, h रो इनटू योर g, that must be equal to, यहाँ पर on the y side यहाँ पर भी atmospheric pressure है P नॉट प्लस यहाँ पर इसका डेंसिटी हो गया कितना मान के चलो रो into your height है 10 into your g, उसके साथ right now this amount of the liquid के साथ right now क्या हो रहा है बेसिकली देखिए ये 10 सेंटीमीटर है, उसके साथ यहाँ पर जो अमाउंट अभी बच गया बेसिकली ये 2 सेंटीमीटर क्या हो जाएगा, लिक्विड का भी वेट होगा बैलेंस के लिए, सो आई विल बी एडिंग दैट वैल्यू आल्सो राइट नाउ। तो यहाँ पर मैं दूसरे कलर से लिख रहा हूँ देखो, प्लस दिस विल बी इक्वल टू योर 2 into your density of your mercury है basically, that will be contains mercury 13.6 into your g. So another liquid of Y is being poured into right arm with a height of 10 centimeters. If the upper level of X and Y are same, then the density of Y will be equal to your same part. यानी इन दोनों को equate करना है basically. I hope everyone got an idea, isn't it? कितना आ रहा बेटा, A P naught यहाँ पर cancel हो जाएगा right now, तो अपने को निकालना क्या है, density of your Y, density of Y ने मैं रो लिया, 12 into 4 is right now for me 48, यहाँ पर भी ये G और ये G और ये G भी चले जाएगा, 12 4 2 is 8, this will be equal to 48, that will be equal to 10 into rho plus ये हो जाएगा 12 into 13.6, 6 2 is 12, so it will be 27.2, so 10 times of rho will be equal to 20 point of your 8, तो रो हो गया मेरे पास 20.8 डिवाइडेड बाय योर 10, यानी दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 2.08 ग्राम पर सेंटीमीटर क्यूब। सो फर्स्ट ऑप्शन विल बी द आंसर। समझ में आया ना बेटा सभी को? मैंने इस पार्ट के लिक्विड को भी एक्वेट कर लिया है, टू इक्वेट इट, तो ये कितना हो जाएगा 2 सेंटीमीटर होगा, यहाँ से यहाँ तक दिस विल बी इक्वल टू 2। क्लियर है? इसको पूरे की इक्वेट कर रहे हैं बेसिकली। क्लियर है? वेरी गुड। चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 16। Anish, you try to do this question number 16 beta. With what velocity should a particle be projected from Earth so that its maximum height reach becomes equal to the half of your radius of Earth? We have done already the gravitation questions. With what velocity should a particle be projected from the Earth? Let me draw your Earth right now here. ये मान के चलो, this is your Earth. Okay, and so we are splitting some particle here right now. ये इसका radius हो गया r, and this is your Earth, mass मान के चलो कैपिटल. With what velocity should a particle be projected from Earth so that its maximum height reaches reach becomes equal to half of your radius? Okay, this is going to somewhere this height. This height in the problem is telling that half of your radius of your Earth. And when it is being projected from the ground, it might be having some velocity v naught. That means the potential energy will be zero, but it will be having kinetic energy. So conserve the energy. Total initial energy must be equal to your total final energy. Initial energy is on the surface, final energy is at a certain height. So potential energy will be equal to 0 plus kinetic energy will be half into m into your v naught square will be equal to your. With respect to the Earth, if I am taking right now beta reference, अगर हम लोग Earth पे ले रहे हैं basically, then I can write with respect to the gravitational, यानी with respect to the radius of the Earth, with the center अगर हम लोग ले रहे हैं, तो उसके पास gravitational potential भी रहेगा. So this will be minus of your capital G, capital M, small m divided by your radius of the Earth plus kinetic energy हो जाएगा half into m into your V naught square. So that will be equal to, at maximum height, the final kinetic energy will become 0. So it has only potential energy. It will be your minus of capital G, capital M, small m divided by your center of the Earth से कितना हो जाएगा बेटा? ये r plus r हो जाएगा, यानी r plus of your r by 2, यानी 3r by 2 हो जाएगा. तो इसमें से अपन half m into v naught square अगर बाहर निकालें, that will be equal to your minus of your 2 times of your capital G, capital M, small m divided by your 3 times of your r. This is 3 by 2 ना बेटा, ये माइनस यहाँ पर आ जाएगा तो प्लस हो जाएगा. This is capital G, capital M, small m divided by your capital R. तो इसमें से everywhere small m, small m, small m will get cancelled. So it is v naught square divided by 2 is equals to minus of 2 times of capital G, capital M divided by 3 into your R plus your capital G, capital M divided by your R. ठीक है? G into M can be written as what beta? As we know the relation, small g is equals to capital G, capital M divided by R square. So capital G, capital M will be equal to how much for me? G into R square. तो ये लिख सकता हूँ मैं यहाँ पर v naught square divided by 2 is equals to minus 2 times of your G into your R square divided by 3 into your R plus this one is G into your R square divided by your R. ये R चले गया, ये R चले गया. So everywhere और क्या आ रहा बेटा देख लीजिए, कुछ आ रहा क्या? This will be minus of 2g by 3 plus of your gr. तो इसको आप simplify कर लीजिए, will be getting the value of your v. कोई आंसर आया किसी को? थर्ड ऑप्शन बोल रहे हैं. Anish, do the calculation, tell me the answer. V naught by 2 will be equal to your how much? Minus 2g into r divided by 3 plus gr. So simplify it, how much I'm getting, you see? So we'll be getting the answer as of your v is equals to under root of your 2 times of g into your r divided by 3. Third option will be the answer. Very good. Very good. Chalo. Question number 11. Again, fluid mechanics का question है, direct question है. I hope everyone can do it out. Fluid, the velocity of reflux का formula बेटा. 2 immiscible liquids are being filled in a liquid as shown in the figure. The velocity, the flux velocity will be equal to how much? यहाँ पर जो velocity निकल रही है ना, that is because of these two liquids, rho and 2ρ. So if I'm applying the Bernoulli's theorem for this given condition, so V will be equal to how much beta? V is equals to your under root of your 2g into your h. isn't it? दो liquids के वजह से basically, so the force which has been acting on this one will be equal to, because of the upper liquid, if I am writing, applying the Bernoulli's theorem, P naught plus of your rho G into your H plus of your 2 rho G into your H must be equal to atmospheric pressure P naught plus of your half into 2 rho into your V square. तो ये कितना बन जाएगा बेटा, P naught तो चले जाएगा. This is 3 rho G into your H will be equal to your rho into your V square. A rho भी चले गया, तो V is equals to under root of your 3G into your H will be the velocity. चलिए 17 is over. Question number 18, Newton's laws of cooling. Wow, the good question again. We need to apply it with respect to your graph. For the Newton's laws of cooling, the graph plotted between ln of t minus t naught and time t will be equal to your how much? Ln of your t minus of your t naught is equals to your minus of some constant k into t plus ये equation होता है Newton's laws of cooling का. So obviously it will be a straight line with your negative slope, isn't it? Minus of k, so it will be your equal to your 2. Second option answer होना चाहिए इसका. Direct question है. Question number 19. A spherical black body with radius of 10 centimeter radiates 500 watt power at 400 Kelvin. If temperature is doubled and radius is half, then power radiated will be equal to your how much? Stephen's law का relation है बेटा. Energy is directly proportional to your area and t power 4. Isn't it? So area I can write as what beta? Pi into your r square. So it will be your r square t power of your 4. So I can write the energy E2 by your E1 will be equal to your R2 by your R1 ka whole square into your T2 divided by T1 to the power of 4. ठीक है, चलिए R2 by R1 कितना दे रखा है बेटा? This is given for me over. If the temperature is doubled and radius is half, यानी R2 हो गया half, यानी ये हो गया कितना दिख लीजिए बेटा जल्दी से. R2 is right now for me half, यानी R by 2. R2 is equals to your R1 by का 2 है, यानी this will become for me 1 by 2 whole square. R1 and R2 will get cancelled. The temperature is doubled, यानी T2 is right now for me becoming doubled. T2 is equals to your 2 times of your T1. That means this will become for me 2 power 4. Clear? So this will be equal to how much for me beta? E2 will become how much for me? I'll write here with the other pen. E2 will be equal to your 4 times of your E1. So it is 4 into initial energy is given how much for me? 500. So obviously that will come out for me your 2000 watt. Very good question, but as a formula based questions, compulsory करना. Formulas याद नहीं रहे तो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते बेटा. Minimum basic formulas याद रहना जरूरी है इसके लिए. 1 mole of an ideal monatomic gas is isobarically expanded from volume V to 2V. If initial temperature of the gas is T, then increase in the internal energy will be equal to your how much? Internal energy का अगर formula याद है आप लोगों को तो कोई बताइए. Internal energy will be equal to your F by 2 into your N into R into your delta T. F is your degrees of freedom beta. F is your degrees of freedom. कौन सा gas है? Monoatomic gas. For monoatomic gas, number of degrees of freedom will be equal to 3. So this will become for me 3 by 2 into NR into your delta T. Isn't it? NR into your delta T. That means this will become for me how much better? Number of moles is how much for me? 1. So this is your 3 by 2 into your R. This will be equal to your T2 minus of your T1. When it has been expanded isobarically. Isobarically means right now for me what beta? Volume is directly proportional to temperature, keeping the pressure constant. So V1 by your V2 will be equal to T1 by your T2. V1 दे रखा है V, V2 is given as 2V, that is equals to T1 divided by 2T. This one will get cancelled. So T2 will become how much for me? 2 times of T1. That means this will become for me 3 by 2 into your R into your 2 times of T1 minus of T1. 2T minus T1 will be equal to how much better? 3 by 2 into your R T1. So 3RT divided by 2 will be the answer for this. Because T1 is equals to given as T in the problem. So it is a 3R into T divided by 2 will be the answer. Second option. Very good. Question number 21. 21 is again from your research beta. A particle is in a simple harmonic motion at an extreme position. The force acting is 10 Newton. The force on a particle at a point midway between the mean and extreme position will be equal to how much? You know that force acting on a particle is given by the formula F is equals to your K into your X. Maximum displacement will be equal to your amplitude. At half of the amplitude, what will be the relation? That will be equal to K into your A by 2. So I can write here F max F max will be what position, but at extreme position, divided by your F will be equal to how much, beta? This one and this one will get cancelled, Ka, that will be equal to 2. That means F value will become for me your F max divided by 2. So F max value is given as 10, 10 by 2, that will be equal to 5 Newton. Again, very good question, an easy question. Next one. Question number 22. A car is approaching, a sound का question है ये भी कर सकते हैं. Car is approaching a crossing at a speed of 20 meter per second. Sound से horn of frequency 500 hertz when 80 meters from the crossing. Speed of the sound in air is 330 meter per second. What is the frequency is been heard when observer 60 meter from the crossing on a straight road which crosses the road at an right angles to the given. Doppler effect का formula. I hope everyone remember this one. ये 80 दे रखा है, ये 100 दे रखा है, ये 60 दे रखा है बेटा. So obviously, if it is making some angle right now, so theta will be equal to how much from this one? Cos theta will be equal to your 80 divided by your 100. ये वाला चले गया, that will be equal to your 8 divided by 10. So this will be 4 by 5, isn't it? So frequency का formula, you resolve it right now for this given condition. It is moving in this direction. This is an observer. So अगर resolve कर रहे हैं, तो this is your car. This is your source. इसका component हो जाएगा. That will be equal to your Vs into your cos of theta along the line joining the source and observer. The apparent frequency का formula क्या होता है बेटा? N dash is equals to your N into your velocity of the sound is 330. Velocity of observer is given as of your 0. Actual formula is N dash is equals to your N into your V minus V naught divided by V minus Vs. Velocity of observer is 0, so it is 330 divided by. In the same direction, sound is also moving. So it is V minus of Vs into your cos of your theta. So that will be equal to how much for me, but apparent frequency will be equal to N dash will be equal to your actual frequency is given how much for me, or 500 into your, this one is a 330 divided by your, this one is also 330 minus of your Vs. This one is moving with what speed, beta? 20. So this one is 20 into cos 30 is 4 by 5. 5 ones are 5 fours are. So simplified, we'll be getting the value of N dash. So it is your 500 into your, this one is a 330 divided by, this one is a 330 minus 4 fours are 16. Simplified, we'll get the answer for this one. कितना आ रहा है बेटा? देख लीजिए कैलकुलेशन एक बार. 330 divided by approximately 500 के ऊपर या पूरे 500 में दिया हुआ. इसको जरा कैलकुलेशन देख लीजिए बड़ा जल्दी से. 330 divided by 330 minus of 16. थर्ड ऑप्शन आ रहा है 525. Okay, I'm depending on you. 525 hertz. Okay, चलिए. Question number 23. The following configuration of the gate is equivalent. OR gate है, NAND gate है, AND gate है. Okay. इन दोनों का आउटपुट है बेसिकली बेटा. Y1 will be equal to how much? यहाँ पर देखो इसका आउटपुट मैं Y1 ले रहा हूँ, इसका आउटपुट मैं Y2 ले रहा हूँ. तो Y1 will be equal to how much बेटा? A plus B and Y2 will be equal to your A dot B का not. यानी Y value will be equal to, I'm writing again for this one, छोटा लिख देता हूँ. एक मिनट बेटा. चलो, तो y will be equal to your how much for me बेटा? this का y1, ये क्या है? AND gate है ना, तो this will be your y1 dot your y2. यानी this will be equal to your a plus b का dot into y2, यानी a dot का b, ये पूरा डॉट है ना, ठीक है ना? इसको मल्टीप्लाई कर लीजिए. So it will be your a into your a dot आएगा, plus this will be equal to your a dot your b bar आ जाएगा, plus of your b dot of your a bar आएगा, plus of your b dot b bar आएगा. So you know that a dot a bar is how much? 0, plus a हो गया a dot b bar, plus of your b dot your a bar, plus b dot b bar again is your 0, isn't it? So this will be equal to your a dot b bar plus of your b dot a bar. This is your gate for exclusive OR gate. NAND gate तो नहीं होगा, NOR gate भी नहीं होगा, OR gate भी नहीं होगा, because A dot B bar plus B dot A bar will be your exclusive OR gate. ठीक है, चलिए. ओहो, क्वेश्चन नंबर 25 SHM में दो क्वेश्चन पूछा बेटा. The potential of a particle of mass 10 gram is placed in a potential field and is given by V is equals to 50 x square plus 10 erg per gram. The frequency of oscillation will be equal to your how much? Okay, potential का फॉर्मूला अगर याद है तो V is equals to W divided by your M. So W is nothing but energy divided by M. तो energy का फॉर्मूला क्या हो जाएगा बेटा? So energy will be equal to your M into your potential. So U is equals to mass given is 10 into potential will be equal to 50 into x square plus of your 10. Then if 50 से multiply कर लो, this will be equal to 500 into x square plus of your 100. So this is your energy, potential energy. So once I know the potential energy, the frequency of oscillation will be equal to how much? The potential energy से आप पहले force निकाल लो, double इसको differentiate कर लो, F is equals to minus of du by your dx कर लो, ठीक है ना? So that will be equal to your how much for me? ये कितना आ जाएगा? Minus of 1000 into your x. Okay, 100 तो वैसे भी constant है 0. F value will be equal to how much बेटा? M into your omega square, isn't it? F is equals to how much for me? K into x के बराबर equate कर लेंगे तो K की value हो जाएगी कितना बेटा? M into omega square, isn't it? तो M को वैल्यूज हम निकाल सकते हैं ना बेटा, याद है आप लोग को? F is equals to this is your M into your omega square into your x होता था, ये पूरा K वैल्यू लेते थे अपन. F is equals to K into your x. So that is the reason I have written this K value is equals to this much. तो इसको अगर मैं कंपेयर करूं तो K की वैल्यू आ गई 1000, M की वैल्यू दे रखा है मेरे पास 10. So this one is 10 into your omega square is equals to your 1000. यहाँ से ये और ये वाला चले गया तो ओमेगा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल्स टू 100. तो ओमेगा वैल्यू विल बी इक्वल टू 10 रेडियंस पर सेकंड. Once I know the omega, then 2 pi into your f will be equal to 10. So frequency will be equal to 10 divided by your 2f. Yani that will be equal to 2 ones are 2 fives are. So that will be equal to 5 pi pi. Isn't it? Second inverse. So it is 5 by pi. Third option will be the answer. Good question, better. Very good question. Question number 25 conductivity का है वो बाद में कर लेंगे. 26 is an electrostatics. 27 is also this one. इसके बाद this one is also magnetism. 29 is potentiometer. 30 is your magnetism induced EMF. Short power magnetism. Instantaneous AC का question है. Then this is your magnetic field, magnetic effects of current, galvanometer, ये हो गया capacitors, और ये हो गया circular motion, फिर ये हो गया अपने यहाँ 37 optics. या optics का question एक बार try कर लीजिए बेटा. Question number 37 एक बार try कर लीजिए. Anyone? Concave mirror has a focal length f. A real object is being placed on axis at a distance of 3f by 2 in front of its pole. The image formed by the mirror will be equal to how much? Mirror formula याद है बेटा? Concave mirror मतलब it will be silvered on the outside. ये अपना silvered on the outer side, ऐसा कुछ condition. Concave mirror का focal length कितना दे रखा है? F. A real object is placed on axis at a distance. यानी यहाँ पर कहीं पर object रखा हुआ है. ये object की दूरी दे रखा है problem में U. So U is given as of your minus of 3f by 2. All the distances are to be measured from the pole. In front of its pole, the image produced by the mirror will be equal to how much? Mirror formula अगर हम लोग use करें 1 by V plus 1 by U is equals to 1 by F. Direct formula based problem है बेटा. This is your 1 by V. This one is your minus 1 by U is equals to 3f divided by 2. U की value आ गई. That will be equal to your 1 by your F. Focal length that will be equal to your 1 by focal length of your F. Concave mirror के लिए focal length negative रहेगी, है कि नहीं? So इसको simplify कर लीजिए. This is 1 by V minus this is a 2 by your 3f is equals to minus of 1 by F. 1 by V को निकाल लीजिए बाहर. I am doing somewhere here right now. So this is 1 by V will be equal to minus of 1 by F. तो ऐसे ही रहेगा. ये minus इधर चला जाएगा तो plus बन जाएगा 2 by your 3 times of your F. इसका LCM ले लीजिए अभी basically. ये इसका LCM यहाँ पर हो जाएगा 3f और यहाँ पर हो जाएगा minus 3 और ये हो जाएगा plus 2. This is your 1 by V, isn't it? So 1 by V will be equal to your how much? Minus of 2 plus of your this plus of your 2. this will be equal to minus of 1 divided by 3f. तो v की वैल्यू कितनी हो गई बेटा? v की वैल्यू हो गई माइनस ऑफ 3f. तो माइनस ऑफ 3f कहाँ है? यहाँ पर. फोर्थ ऑप्शन विल बी द आंसर फॉर दैट. क्लियर है बेटा? इज इट क्लियर? चलिए, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. क्वेश्चन नंबर 38. क्वेश्चन नंबर 38 भी अपन को करना होगा. वेव ऑप्टिक्स का क्वेश्चन है, डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूले बेस्ड होते हैं. अगर फॉर्मूले नहीं आए तो अपन कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते इसके लिए. सो प्लीज ट्राई टू बी केयरफुल विद योर फॉर्मूलेस. In Higgs double slit experiment, the fringe pattern is observed on a screen placed at distance d. The slit is illuminated by a light of wavelength lambda. The distance from the central point where the intensity becomes 3/4 of your maximum. Intensity का फॉर्मूला तो याद होगा आप लोग को. I is equals to your I naught into your cos square delta phi divided by 2. Isn't it? I value is given how much would be better? 3/4 time of maximum. यानी 3/4 times of your I naught will be equal to your, this one is your I naught into your cos square delta phi divided by 2. I naught तो चले गया. So cos of your delta phi divided by 2 will be equal to √3 divided by 2. यानी delta phi divided by 2 will be equal to your, how much would be better? pi/6. Isn't it? यानी delta phi will be equal to your pi/3. Isn't it? क्लियर है? पाथ डिफरेंस का फॉर्मूला याद है किसी को? डेल्टा फाई इज इक्वल्स टू योर 2 पाई बाई लैम्डा इनटू योर डेल्टा एक्स. पाथ डिफरेंस याद है? डेल्टा फाई की वैल्यू कितनी है? pi/3. दैट इज इक्वल्स टू योर 2 पाई बाई लैम्डा इनटू पाथ डिफरेंस. क्या चलेगा? ये वाला चले गया. तो पाथ डिफरेंस आया कितना? देखो, डेल्टा एक्स इज इक्वल्स टू योर, ये आ जाएगा लैम्डा डिवाइडेड बाय 6. तो है ना? सो पाथ डिफरेंस किसके लिए? द डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द सेंट्रल पॉइंट वेयर द इंटेंसिटी विल बिकम फॉर मी 3/4. यानी ब्राइट पॉइंट डेल्टा एक्स इज इक्वल्स टू योर n into your lambda. Isn't it? Delta x is equals to d into your tan theta, sin theta. Theta is very small, so tan theta will be equal to y by d. याद होगा ना फॉर्मूला आप लोगों को? YDSC में ऐसा कुछ था. स्क्रीन यहाँ पर कोई पॉइंट था, यहाँ पर पॉइंट होता था. दिस वन इज y, दिस वन इज योर कैपिटल D, and this one is your theta. So tan theta is equals to y by d. That will be equal to your lambda by your 6. तो अपने को निकालना क्या था बेटा? The distance from where this one, यानी y की वैल्यू निकालना था. So y is equals to lambda into capital D divided by 6 times of your small d. तो ये हो गया y का फॉर्मूला. डायरेक्टली फॉर्मूला बेस्ड है. इतना अगर नहीं करे सर का आप लोग आए, मतलब आप लॉन्ग टर्म करने का यूज ही नहीं होता है. आई एम टेलिंग यू, बेसिक क्वेश्चंस हो रहे हैं बेसिकली. अब ये तो बोलिए, द टाइम पीरियड ऑफ एन ऑसिलेशन ऑफ ए सिंपल पेंडुलम, ये तो यूनिट्स एंड डायमेंशन का क्वेश्चन है. T is the 2 pi under root of L by G. Measured value of the length is 40 centimeter, known to be 2 mm accuracy, and time for 100 oscillations of the pendulum is found to be 80 seconds using a wristwatch of 1 second resolution. The accuracy in the determination of the G will be equal to your how much? इसमें से G की वैल्यू बाहर निकालो बेटा. G की वैल्यू अगर मैं बाहर निकाल रहा हूँ right now, so from this one I can write small g is equals to 4 into your pi square into capital L divided by t square. Squaring on the both square, इसको मैंने स्क्वायर करके निकाला. और टाइम पीरियड दे रखा कितना बेटा? t by your n oscillations के लिए. तो डेल्टा t बन गया मेरे पास डेल्टा t divided by your n. यानी डेल्टा t divided by your t will be equal to your डेल्टा t divided by t. एरर लिखने का तरीका. और g को एरर लिख लीजिए बेटा. डेल्टा g divided by your g into your 100 must be equal to your, this will be equal to delta L by your L into your 100 plus next one is nothing but of your 2 times of your delta t by your t into your 100 plus उसके बाद ये हो जाएगा. और क्या है मेरे पास? डेल्टा L है और ये तो पूरा कांस्टेंट है, अब कुछ भी नहीं आएगा, इतना ही है. तो इसकी वैल्यू कितनी है बेटा इन द प्रॉब्लम? इसकी वैल्यू कितनी दे रखा है? 0.2 divided by your 40 length into your 100 है कि नहीं, प्लस दिस वन इज योर 2 into डेल्टा t by t की वैल्यू कितना दे रखा है बेटा? दैट विल बी इक्वल टू योर 1 divided by your 80 into your 100. ओके, तो देखो लो कितना आ रहा है? डेल्टा g by g into your 100. So this will be equal to your ये 100 कॉमन ले ले रहा हूँ मैं बेसिकली, तो दिस विल बिकम फॉर मी 0.6, दैट इज 6 बाय योर 200 इनटू योर 100 कर रहा हूँ, तो ये वाला चले जाएगा, 2 1s are 2 3s are, यानी दिस विल कम आउट फॉर मी 3%. वेरी बेसिक क्वेश्चन. चलो क्वेश्चन नंबर 40. द एक्टिविटी, ये तो न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स का क्वेश्चन है, रेडियो एक्टिविटी का कंपलसरी करना है. द एक्टिविटी ऑफ ए रेडियो एक्टिव सैंपल इज मेजर्ड as n naught pound per minute, t is equal to 0, and n naught by e square pound per minute, t is equal to 10 minutes. The time at which the activity reduces to half value will be equal to how much? Activity का फॉर्मूला क्या होता है बेटा? n is equals to n naught exponential to the power of minus lambda into t. अगर एक्टिविटी में लिखना है तो ये में लिख सकते हैं अपन, a is equals to your a naught exponential to the power of minus lambda into t. Both of them are one and the same, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगा. तो अब दे रखा क्या है प्रॉब्लम में, n naught by your e square, that is given in the problem, n की वैल्यू that is equals to your n naught divided by exponential, यहाँ पर दे रखा है time of your t, that means this will be minus का मैंने नीचे ले लिया, this one is a 10 into your lambda, ठीक है ना. so 10 lambda will be equal to how much बेटा, n naught तो यहाँ पर चले गया, इन दोनों को पावर को एक्सप्रेस कर लो, 10 lambda will be equal to your 2, यानी lambda will be equal to 2 by 10, that will be equal to 1 by 5. यानी टी हाफ अगर निकालना है मेरे को, टी हाफ इज इक्वल्स टू योर ln ऑफ योर 2 डिवाइडेड बाय योर लैम्डा. तो टी हाफ विल बी इक्वल टू ln ऑफ योर 2, लैम्डा विल बी इक्वल टू 1 by 5. तो ये बन जाएगा मुझे 5 टाइम्स ऑफ योर ln 2 विल बी द आंसर, यानी थर्ड ऑप्शन विल बी द आंसर फॉर दिस. क्लियर है? वेरी गुड. चलिए अब देखें मॉडर्न कौन सा क्वेश्चन है, उसके बाद 40, उसके बाद 41 क्वेश्चन कहाँ गया? 41 क्वेश्चन इज मिसिंग. चलो 42 देख लेते हैं. Photon emitted in a transition of an electron from n is equals to 2 to n is equals to 1, and hydrogen atom is made to fall on a metal surface with a work function 1.2 electron volt. The maximum velocity of the photoelectron emitted is nearly equal to your how much part relation. ये अपना atoms का question है. I hope you can do it out. Photoelectric effect conditions का atom modern physics का question है. I hope everyone can try. You try to do it on your own beta atomic physics, and please let me know the answer in the chat box. और आई एम लिविंग दैट वन, ये भी मॉडर्न फिजिक्स का ही है, एटॉमिक फिजिक्स का. द डी ब्रोगली वेवलेंथ ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन इज 1 एंगस्ट्रॉम. व्हाट इज इट्स वेवलेंथ? फॉर्मूला याद है अपने को, लैम्डा इज इक्वल्स टू योर h by your m into your v. डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला निकालना है, डी ब्रोगली वेवलेंथ दे रखा है, वेलोसिटी निकालना है, तो v इज इक्वल्स टू योर h by your m into your लैम्डा. वैल्यूज डाल दो, आंसर निकल जाएगा आराम से. और ये फोटोइलेक्ट्रिक इफेक्ट का इक्वेशन है, आपको फॉर्मूला याद होना चाहिए. एनर्जी विल बी इक्वल टू योर वर्क फंक्शन प्लस ऑफ योर काइनेटिक एनर्जी इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर स्टॉपिंग पोटेंशियल. Isn't it? एनर्जी निकालने का तरीका याद है ना आप लोग को? एनर्जी इज इक्वल्स टू योर माइनस ऑफ 13.6 डिवाइडेड बाय योर n स्क्वायर. तो वो वाला फॉर्मूला लेके एनर्जी निकालिए एंड सिंपलीफाई कर लीजिए, विल गेट द आंसर फॉर दैट वन. सो आई एम लीविंग दैट क्वेश्चन फॉर यू. देन क्वेश्चन नंबर 44 इज योर रोटेशनल मैकेनिक्स का है. देन इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट अबाउट द फॉलोइंग सेमीकंडक्टर. हाँ ये ट्राई कर लीजिए. सनलाइट इज नॉट ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर ए सोलर सेल. इनकरेक्ट बोल रहा है बेटा. सनलाइट देखो, फोटो सेल सोलर सेल्स के लिए सनलाइट होना जरूरी है, ये तो करेक्ट है. The next one, sorry मैं इसको ऐसा लिख देता हूँ, फिर बाद में मुश्किल हो जाएगी. ठीक है, ये वाला तो करेक्ट है. सेमीकंडक्टर with band gap close to 1.5 electron volts are ideal materials for the solar fabrication. या एनर्जी की लेवल इतनी होनी चाहिए, that is the basic condition for the conductivity. The solar cell works in the reverse bias. No, it is not working in the reverse bias, but no biasing is done in the solar cell. IV characteristic with solar cell is drawn with the fourth quadrant. That is also true. ठीक है.